relax. This is TOFOP. I'm Charlie Clausen.
I'm Wil and hello, and thank you for watching.
Look, something happened that hasn't happened in a long time. We lost the first 10 minutes of the episode.
Happens to the best of us.
It happened to Elise.
You know
Who
what
is the
happened
best
to
of us?
She is the
She's the best of us, and she still
I
lost the
agree
first 10
with
minutes.
my original statement. It happens to the best of us.
So unfortunately, that first 10 minutes has gone into the ether, but we're going to pick up with a wonderful joke from Billy Connolly. We're talking about the C-U-N-T word, the C-bomb.
Yeah, there was a lot of conversation that led up to this moment.
We didn't just start talking about see this and see that.
Yeah, this is going to be a big, bold start to the show.
If you're driving the kids to school, maybe just wait.
We've just given you this moment while we're doing this extra bit of padding to realize that this first joke comes in pretty hard with the C, and it was off the back of a very interesting conversation we'd had around people using that word a lot and whether it was appropriate to use that word. And I said that, well, it was appropriate when Billy Connolly used it in this particular context. Here it is.
Billy Connolly. Can you come back one more time before you...
I would love to.
Are you heading out of New York after your...
Yeah, I'm going away. I'm going back to Europe, but I'd love to come before I go away.
One more time you have to come back.
Yeah,
we always have fun when you
We've
come
had a lot of fun with Billy
Do you want to
Connolly.
hear the cunt joke again?
Oh, please, my God, yes.
So the two guys meet in the street and one says to the other, you know something, I've been thinking about you and you're a cunt. You've always been a cunt, and in all likelihood you always will be a cunt. As a matter of fact, if they were judging for the biggest cunt in the world, you'd come in second. And the guy says, why not first? He said, because you're a cunt. If you ever wanted a description of that word, it's right there.
So, you know what? It can be funny.
It could definitely be funny.
I'm glad we got Billy Connolly to do that, not me. Do we live in a world where you have any expectation these days that you are not going to be... Like, I'm fine with it, but I am often amazed that you cannot walk past a novelty T-shirt shop without seeing something that when we were growing up would have qualified as hardcore pornography.
Yeah, right.
You know?
That's not true, though. Like, we had the Happy Fisherman when we were kids. That was hardcore pornography on a T-shirt, and I remember that.
Yeah, but it feels like now you like anything is on a T-shirt in any situation.
Can you give me an example?
I don't know. Like I feel like I see a lot more swearing or provocative statements or just like drug
like
references.
Wicked Camper type stuff.
Yes, the Wicked Campers of.
But Wicked Campers are 20 years old, so I don't know that it has changed that dramatically.
Well, it's gone from the van to the chest, is what I've spotted. I don't think that it didn't exist back then. I feel like...
Good. I'm glad. People can speak their minds again. Comedy's back. It's legal.
I mean, imagine if that's Carl's new thing, bringing back Wicked Campers.
Yeah, that's right.
Political correctness gone mad.
Mate,
the Wicked Campers can't even be wicked anymore.
On the Byron Bay Facebook page, which, as you know, I'm a big fan of just going and checking out and seeing what latest fights have happened. Someone posted a photo of the Wicked Camp, like a Wicked Camper van. Yeah. And I can't remember what the slogan was. It was something about taking virginities or whatever. And it's like, back in the good days when you could make a joke and everyone would have a laugh. And then 500 comments of people arguing.
Going, we're not laughing.
We're not laughing about, no, it was funny. It's, I don't think, the Wicked Camper, I don't think it has gone away. I think it is just gone into different areas. It's gone online, right?
In this world of the Wicked Camper, like if
does everyone know what we're talking about when we say the Wicked Campers, the Wicked Camper van? They were camper vans you could hire, like hire vans.
Yeah, like for people who are backpacking or whatever.
That would be sort of like graffitied.
Hipsters, young people with provocative statements.
On the side.
Like racist and homophobic jokes.
Yeah, if there's grass on the wicket, she's plum and stuff like that.
A lot of real
barely
legal content.
It's all gross. All gross stuff.
Yeah. It wasn't great, but it was a thing for a long time.
Yes. And there was at the time, there was people like kicking up a fuss, and I think I don't even know if do Wicked Campers still exist, Elise?
What if we could come up with Woked campers?
What would it be?
And they have
what are your pronouns? Read on this side. Before we give you a ride, what are your pronouns? we don't want to offend you.
I think that like if we could have Woked, like the
Woked
same
campers. I love it.
It's the same sort of vibe. Yeah. Still got a slogan on the side, but it's just a slogan about like, Think global, act local.
Yeah. DEI.
Yeah.
They still exist.
They do.
They do still exist.
Can you?
Operate globally with over 1,000 vehicles in Australia and New Zealand. Is that globally? And other international locations. There are some US wicked camper vans.
So what qualifies as
Yeah.
wicked behaviour
Well, I was
now?
going to
Because
say,
they're leaning
what
into
is
the
on the side of these
wicked
wicked camper
campers.
vans?
Well, the
these
one on the
days?
banner
Yeah.
is purely white.
Purely
What?
white.
Yeah. Not a bit of graffiti to be seen.
okay.
my God.
yeah, no. I thought you were
colour, the colour, the colour.
If you want to ride this van,
They really
it's gotta
are.
be purely white.
They really are wicked these days.
You've got to get an ancestry.com
Definitely.
done to make sure that it's 80% purely white. Wow. They really, I mean, they have gone wicked. Let's be
Okay.
honest. There's a big hood on top of those camper vans.
I wonder. Yeah, okay. So
Fucking
they've
hell.
just gone to the plain van, the kidnap style van these days
Yeah.
at Wicked Campers.
Well, that's
So at Wicked Campers, we could like take the fun of Wicked Campers, but like reframe it for a modern
a
generation.
more inclusive
Yeah.
experience for camping.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that idea.
Yeah.
Who's I can't, and then Carl Stefanovic can do a podcast about us.
Well, it's the opposite. We lean into bringing back now that Carl's, free to say whatever Carl wants to say. And people are spouting off all over the place and they're being rewarded in a financial sense for being like provocative in that space. Maybe it's time for us to get down to these plain white vans and Pam the Bird them. You know what I mean? Like we've got to get down there with a spray can.
Pam the Bird.
The graffiti artist out
Oh,
of
okay,
Melbourne.
right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
we've got to get down there and we've got to bring wicked campers back. Like we could get Sky News and Carl Stefanovic and Husey and Kyle Sanderlands or whatever to get behind. In fact, maybe we get their money
Yes.
in
Yes.
as investors. We get those guys in as angel investors for us to put the wicked back in wicked
Well, I don't
campers.
think, I mean, from what I understand, Hughes is not into investing anymore because apparently you pay too big a capital gains tax for any investment. How are you supposed to build wealth?
I mean, this is a Charlie and Will project, so there will be no profits. I can guarantee you there will be no capital nor gains on that capital.
In fact, we're going to lose money. But that's interesting, right? Because wicked is in the eye of the beholder. So we could definitely say, we could go to these right-wing groups and say, hey, we'll bring back wicked campers. And they're like, oh, that's awesome. Go to Carl Sanderlands. I'm sure you've got some things you want to put on the side of a van. But they don't know. What we're saying is it's wicked to your sensibilities. You
true.
think woke is wicked.
Yeah.
Wick woke. Wick woke. That'll be our
okay.
slogan.
All right.
Wiki woke.
Let's do a second draft. But no bad ideas in a brainstorming session, though.
Thanks, mate. Thank
Happy
you.
to hear it.
On the topic of youth, Australia's youth radio station, Triple J.
Triple J.
Look, I still put Triple J on when I drive around, but I'm getting increasingly, I feel that I'm increasingly distant from the audience that they're
You,
trying
a
to
man of
cultivate,
almost
clearly.
50,
Yes.
distant from
Absolutely,
the
and
youth
I
radio
understand.
demographic.
I understand that that's the way it is, but I like the music or whatever. But I heard two of the hosts talking, and forgive me, I don't know who they were. But one of the girls who's in the afternoon shift was talking about how she doesn't watch movies, doesn't like movies, doesn't watch movies, and she thinks she can pretty much pick up the plot of any movie just from seeing like clips from it, and then she'll sort of, she can guess what the plot is.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So I was like, okay, that's fair enough. That's probably aligns with a lot of what I'm getting from, Iona and her friends in terms of like how they relate to films as well. It's like anything that's longer than 8 minutes is too long, right? So they'll pick it up.
Yeah.
They'll just watch clips and pick it up.
That seems fun.
But then her mate was trying to convince her, no, you got to watch movies. And he was talking about like, you got to watch the classics. And one of the films he ranked as a classic was The Joker with Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah.
Now, I know I'm old and out of touch, but is The Joker, is that considered a classic? Is it old enough, first of all, to be a classic?
How old do you think something has to be a classic?
First of all, I don't even know how old The Joker is. Was it made in 2016 or was it made 5 years ago? I couldn't tell you.
The Joker 2 came out a while ago.
Did it?
Remember, it was a musical.
Joker
La Folie
de
Lady Gaga was in it.
Yes. Pepe
Yeah.
Le Pew.
Yeah. The movie where they were like, hey, I know you all like this first movie.
We're just
So
gonna-
we're going to do the opposite of that.
By the
and
way,
make you mad.
I am a big fan of Hollywood movies that do that. It was like The Matrix Resurrected. It's like, hey, give us $150 million so we can piss off the entire fan base. Like, you won't buy a ticket if we tell you what this film's actually about. So we're going to say, yeah, we're making a sequel to that thing you love, and now we're going to do something completely different.
Yeah. Okay. So
Is The Joker a classic?
2019 was the year. That
2019. It is
Okay.
now the year of our Lord 2026. Now, generations are getting closer and closer together. Have you noticed that?
No. What does that mean?
Well, you know how like it used to be like Generation X and then they're like Generation Y or Millennials or like whatever, and
Yeah.
there used to be
We're at
gaps,
Gen
Boomers
Alpha.
and whatever. It feels like now that it's just moving through. Like there's it's
Well, what is it
Omega or
technically a
something
generation?
now.
Is it 15
I think
years?
there's Omega now. I think Alpha's.
Hang on,
I think Alpha aren't the
Aren't we going to?
littlest
Why
now.
wouldn't we go from alpha to beta?
or Beta. Maybe. Well, I mean, we don't want people to be Beta cocks.
generation. I'll tell you
Just
what,
a
Will.
generation of betas, mate.
I think it is beta.
Oh, it is Beta.
Because I had a
Maybe it is
baby and
beta.
she was the first generation of beta, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh, that's a bit disappointing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so there you go. A beta. So
Beta cucks.
that's why people
generation
call
alpha, beta, and then cucks.
are the third
Cucks
ones.
next.
Yeah. In fact, we refer to condoms as beta blockers. So I feel like that they think that if it's from a previous generation, it can be considered to be a classic.
Okay.
So if generations are moving so quickly, because for me, 7 years since a movie came out doesn't. I feel like I would have said 25 years. I would have said
Yes.
20 or 25 years. Something has to be about to have be considered
like
a
the
classic.
Matrix, you think would be a recent
Yeah,
classic, right? 20-something years, 30
yeah.
years actually. So yeah,
Yeah,
that's,
okay.
that's a classic.
That feels to me that it has survived long enough in our imagination and in our assessments of the movie to be considered a classic. I think Shawshank Redemption is a classic.
yeah, but that's
film.
older than. I'm
Yeah.
trying to bring
Oh,
it closer
right,
to the
closer.
to the
Okay.
pin. So would like what was an impactful film like Birdman
No,
not a classic or just too recent to be a classic?
both.
Okay.
If it survives to be a movie that people are still thinking about and talking about in another 10 years from now, then yes, maybe.
What are the most significant films of the past? I mean, I should know this. Like, what are the?
I mean, what about Christopher Nolan won all the awards for any of the pick
like
a Christopher Nolan
Inception.
film? Like, is it like?
I guess The Dark Knight would be
is The
considered
Dark
a
Knight
classic.
a classic? When did that come out?
Yes, and you know what I've noticed
Yeah.
in our other pod, Two Guys, One Cup, when I've done the recent player profiles, for years it was always Shawshank Redemption was the go-to classic when asked about a movie, and now it's The Dark Knight. So players who are between the ages of sort of like, I don't know, 18 and 27 cite The Dark Knight most frequently as their classic film.
Released 2008.
Yes, and that makes sense. Almost 20
Okay,
years.
20 years. Yeah. All right. I'm happy with that.
Okay, all right. So The Joker can't be a classic.
Well, the Joker was in that.
Yeah. Okay.
I
The
mean,
film The Joker.
technically, that film that you've just referred to as a classic, the reason it was a classic was because of the Joker.
But that's not how we classify classics.
Joker had a good day that day. If you remember that grand final, the Joker was a big part of that victory.
Is that how you think the football player
I'm just like-
interprets
if
interprets
it's
the
going to be
film?
a classic,
Oh, we're going to draft the
That's what,
Joker
mate.
for this film. He'll be
Mate.
great.
the Joker,
He's a free agent. We'll get him in our next film.
exactly. They don't need him again. He's got grand final experience.
I can look. I guess why the Joker was a big successful film, and it's interesting. I heard.
What if it's a percentage of your life? Maybe that's a better way because time is
right?
only relative.
So if you're
anyway.
25,
So
that's
if
a
you're
quarter of your
25 years
life.
old and it's like 6 years, it does probably feel like it's a very long time.
Okay, so when I was 25 would have been like 2002. So a film that was 7 years older than that, 1995, would be something like Forrest Gump.
Mhm.
Would I have considered Forrest Gump a classic in 2002? Probably.
Yeah, but is Forrest Gump a classic?
Yes.
Whereas-
I mean, I don't like it, but it's a classic.
You think it is a classic, Forrest Gump?
100%.
See, I think Forrest Gump is one of
Made
those
money,
movies.
quotable, has had a massive impact on the culture.
Yeah, I wonder if I don't disagree, by the way, but this is like because that's the Shawshank here, right? Like,
Yep.
and so this is why I think the passage of time is important to whether something is a classic or not. Because I do think that if you ran that race again, people would consider Shawshank to be more of a classic film than Forrest Gump.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Yeah, interesting.
I think they'd be on par with
Okay.
each other. I think they took different paths to classic hood. One was kind of like you're out of the gates.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I
Yeah.
do think that like probably Forrest Gump has remained either the same or gone backwards in people's estimation just because of its ubiquity, partly.
Yeah.
And then I think that maybe Shawshank, it was the opposite. It grew in people's.
I had an interesting debate around. You've heard of this film Obsession? That's like made for less than $1 million. It's about to make $400 million worldwide. It's been this.
All I know about it, though.
Yeah, right. Okay. So I went and saw it. It's a really good film. I can see why it's done well, but this debate I was hearing was like, why is it done that well? Because it's a good horror film. It's not like, I don't think it's groundbreaking or it doesn't redefine the genre or anything like that. But this discussion was around, well, why has it done so well? And it appeals to that target demographic, that sort of Gen Alpha. It's all about dating and relationships. So it's like a great popcorn movie to go and see. And even when I went and saw it, which is like 6 weeks into its run, it was packed mostly with young people or on dates or, that kind of demographic. But they were saying the reason they think it is done so well is it is instantly memeable. There are so many moments. You can find pretty much every part of Obsession online, like people filming it on screens or, the studio themselves have released bits of it. And then those things have been clipped up and memeable. And so it's maybe the first memeable blockbuster, which might be the formula for a successful film going forward. Is like, you need 17 memeable moments. And that's not to detract from the film. The film in isolation.
It's like quotable moments.
Yes.
It's the modern version of a quotable moment.
Yes, but not just moments. It's like shots, particular shots of like an actress's face, doing.
You used to want to make something memorable and now you want to make something memeable.
Yeah. But I was like, oh, fuck, like maybe that, and that makes 100% sense. And obviously, like Hollywood as an industry would be like, okay, we're going to repeat that formula. They're going to go through your script and go, where's the memeable moment?
Yeah.
What are kids going to be like sharing with each other, downloading?
Meme the cat.
Yes, 100%. That will be the new screenwriting novel.
Really?
Yeah. And at first I was like, I had that old man response of like, ah.
What are your themes and what are your memes?
But is that
tell us your dreams and then tell us your memes.
But that is no different to getting script coverage now, where they would say to you, "Oh, this is your horror film. Okay, you need a scare every 7 pages, right?
What's your iconic shot? What's your ingredients that you like?"
It's just the formula for if you want a successful film. That's not to say if you want to make your art house film, fine, whatever. But if you want to make a big blockbuster, then it needs to have these moments. And already,
but is that not so? This is where it becomes the issue of whether you're putting the meme before the horse, right? Like if you are. Like you've got this great idea and then it is memeable as well. That is great. If you are getting a collection of memeable moments and then combining them into a film, that is where we get the...
Well, that's the emoticon movie.
Yeah.
That's a studio going, people love this digital online stuff. Let's just make a movie out of that. Yeah, 100%. I mean, what's happening is that every YouTuber, because these guys started as TikTok comedians and YouTubers, there's a bunch of YouTubers who've made short films who are now getting deals to turn those films into. I don't think necessarily that the formula is going to work because I think this guy, Curry Barker, and this film in particular, it's just a great idea and executed really well. Whether or not every single one of these YouTubers will have the same skill set and the same sensibilities, I don't know. But I just wonder if this is going to be the future of mainstream cinema, is like meme culture. Like, it makes sense, right? That's where everything's been going anyway. Even like I follow a few accounts, like footy accounts, like Type Media, and that's a meme account. Like, he would just cut up stuff to other films and stuff, and that's a great way it's a fun, digestible way to get a summation of what's happened this weekend. It's like some Simpsons quotes, oh, I get it. I understand what's going on now.
Yeah. But when it leads to a world in which somebody's like, I don't need to see the movie, I saw the memes.
Yeah.
That's, I think, where it becomes...
Yeah, but then you get a job on Triple J and everything's cool. So, what's the problem?
Watching movies is dumb, guys.
Yeah, it is.
Anyway.
Now, here's a 15-second song. That's all your attention spans can handle.
Yeah, well, did you see that, because music is the area where,
are you going to talk about the AI song?
Mm-hmm.
I haven't. I just saw the headline. Tell me what's going on. I saw the headline and it made me feel sick.
So well, there's and it's happening actually. Like, there's been a few more examples that have come out since, which is that there are not just AI music that is being, well, people have been getting, I think, it seems like in their Spotify and feeds, if you're listening to a, blah, blah, blah style music,
They'll send you the AI version.
you've been getting AI versions probably delivered to you for a little while for different things.
Yeah.
But it's just started to be used more.
Wow.
There
Good
was a
thing
lot-
I hardly ever listen to music. I listen to the same 5 songs when I do.
Well, apparently there was a gig where one of the support acts was AI.
I saw that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's in Sydney, right?
Yeah, that's right. And was using AI generated music,
Yeah,
like that feels
wrong.
Well, it feels new,
Well,
and we don't know how we're going to deal with it.
I got an email
Uh-huh.
yesterday.
I mean,
from-
which is electronic mail, and I'm sure that there's some people who are like, "Well, do you want to go back to just like mail being delivered in the post box by hand?" And what I'm going to say to that is,
So
I
the
do, actually.
MEAA,
That's exactly what I want.
the Media Entertainment Arts Alliance, says, we're getting in touch to share some emerging information about a technology that may be relevant to your work as a performer. A US-based website called Fish Audio hosts thousands of voice recordings, including what appear to be recognizable and well-known voices. Users of the site can generate voiceovers for any script using these recordings without the knowledge of the original performer. How the site works, Fish Audio allows anyone to upload a 10 to 15 second audio clip of a person's voice. The platform uses this clip to clone the voice and generate new speech from text in multiple languages. This means a performer's voice can be replicated and used in new contexts they have never agreed to without consent or compensation. So the MEAA are asking all voiceover actors to go check this site to see if your voice has been cloned. Yeah, that's fucked.
Oh my god!
I have a question for you guys.
Yeah.
Priscilla, Queen of the Desert 2 apparently is in pre-production.
Oh, right.
Priscilla,
okay.
Queen
With
of the
the same.
Desert 2.
Terrence Stamp's dead, though.
Well, this is my question for
Yeah,
you.
right.
Apparently, the Stephen Elliott, the writer and director,
Yeah.
pre-filmed some scenes with him before he died, and then has plans to use CGI.
Fucked up. Sorry.
Fa-
Was he aware that he was
Yes,
dying
yeah, yes.
in a real rush? He was like,
Yes.
He just went round to visit him.
can we just get
He's
the
just like,
dialysis machine?
Hey, look, you know what? Just stand in front of that green screen for no reason. Get him out of the bed
And just-
in front of the green screen.
Just make a bunch of different shapes with your mouth. We can
yeah,
fix this in
it's
post.
okay. It's absolutely fine. Terrence,
Look at the camera.
chew on this peanut butter. Chew on the peanut butter.
Can we get the
Terrence.
fishing wire hooked up to his
Yeah,
lip?
Get him. Just get him moved. Terrence. This is a tribute. It's your legacy.
Sorry. What was your question?
I think you've answered it. I was going to ask what you thought about it, but there we go. We just got it.
Oh. Yeah,
Well,
look, I mean, if Terrence
Terrence
Stamp
Stamp was into
Agreed
it.
to it, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. If Terrence Stamp was like, if Stephen Elliott goes to,
I want to leave my stamp on the world one last time.
and then he puts the pillow over his face. Just, that's your final words now. I'm going to murder you and then film you. Put him in the green screen. If that's what he wants,
Easier to direct when he's dead.
then that's fine.
Yes.
I don't have a problem with it if it is like he was about to die. Here's some stuff. They filmed it. Something of him lives on in that moment. Great. If it was not, it becomes tough where you're suddenly getting somebody to do something that they have not agreed to do in their real life, that they were not comfortable with. I remember being at Coachella when the Tupac hologram, I was there when that happened. And
Did you meet him, the hologram?
backstage,
Yeah.
yeah, waiting to go on. He was real nervous, which was interesting.
He was only in 2 dimensions. He was stressing.
I guess the thing that there was part of me that was like, well, he never agreed to be here and be part of this performance and whatever.
But isn't his mum, isn't like Jeff Buckley's mum, isn't Tupac's mum constantly like, hey, I think we've found some more tracks we can release.
Yeah, absolutely.
We need to
And-
put another story on the house.
Oh yeah, I think there was a hologram of Tupac's mum being the showbiz mum there,
yeah,
just in case.
So standing stage mum.
Just on the side,
Just pushing
Arms
the
folded.
pushing the
push him out
hologram.
in the-
I don't want to go on. I don't want to rap. I'm sick of this thug life.
He was singing a song.
Sorry.
He was singing his own song, right?
Yeah.
So that was the bit of it that I was like, well, this is actually like just like watching a video clip or whatever, really.
Yeah.
It's just like watching a fancy version of a video clip.
Yeah.
But if you get to the point where you are feeding the idea, and it doesn't have to be a celebrity person. Like if you're feeding your grandmother or whatever into the
Like
AI,
you can, that you can do
now, and then
scan those. Doesn't that creep you out when you see those ads? It's like scan a photo of your grandparent, and now she's laughing and kicking up her heels. I'm like, that's fucking reanimating the dead. Every great work of literature has warned us against this.
I mean, but also if we are going to reanimate the dead, let's work on actually reanimating the dead. Let's give that a go first.
I don't want to see my grandma kicking up her heels.
I worry once we get into that area where you can just make someone do something that isn't them.
Yeah.
But we're already there.
We're already there. We're past that. Now the person, the AI generation of the thing is suing the AI that's generating the fake version of themselves that's doing the thing. Like it's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the music thing, there was an article I read about an artist. I think she's American. She might have been
it'd be
Australian.
great too, by the way, if we just fast forward to, Priscilla, Queen of the Desert 2, and there's like a mass orgy and they're passing around Terrence Stamp and like, he's like, this is not what I wanted. And then
I wanted to put my stamp on the wall.
Turns out he's actually signed a big document that says that's exactly what he wanted. He's drawn pictures of himself. Stephen Elliott's like filmed him drawing the pictures. He's like, this was his wish. This is a tribute.
So with that, can you just a bit more info on, is Hugo and Guy both back?
So they'll all be back. It's just a matter of scheduling.
That's fucking crazy. I mean, I'm actually very curious to see that because where a drag queen is now almost 35 years later, like could they still be performing? I mean, Hugo is quite up in age now. Like I can't see him putting on stilettos and.
Elliot says it's a show about old age. I wrote into the script of what it's like to get old and to be either gay, trans. I mean, it's a subject that's never been explored.
I think it's interesting.
I like it too.
I'm curious to see it too. I always talk about my favorite legacy, one of my favorite legacy sequels.
Plus, you know what old people love to do?
What?
Catch the bus. So, perfect.
Are they going to bring back Priscilla, the actual bus? No, they have to, I guess.
I hope so, right?
Yeah, I guess that
the
makes
movie's
sense.
called Priscilla.
Yeah. It wouldn't be Priscilla without Priscilla.
Yeah.
I mean, will it be like those fucking new Ghostbusters films? You know how like they're just so like slavishly like reverent of
we have to remember
everything.
all our favourite moments.
Yeah, it's like look at the bus.
Where did the name get
where'd you get the Priscilla from? And then Priscilla Presley makes a cameo. I think I can answer that question. Priscilla Presley. What are you doing here? I'm making Naked Gun 7. With the AI version of Leslie Nielsen. Yes, I'm here too. My favorite legacy sequel, and it sounds like this is going into the same areas, is Trainspotting 2. So when Danny Boyle came back, because like legacy sequels, the thing I hate is let's just get them back into the same wardrobe and we'll play the same music stings and all that kind of stuff. But Trainspotting 2 is literally like a story about what happens to guys who are punks, in their 20s and heroin addicts, and now they're middle-aged and they've got impotence problems, they've got heart problems, they don't have that same kind of vigor, and they're all just a bit they're like us. Yeah. They're just broken and pathetic men.
Yeah.
And they
he's just written a new book as well.
Evan Welsh.
Yeah, about the same.
Oh, the same guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. I don't know if it did well. I know that.
No, because people wanted the original.
Well, that's the thing, because even in the soundtrack, because
when did they first spot a train?
Yeah.
That's what we want to know.
Yeah.
Where did they get this lust for life?
Where did Spud get his name from? Like, is there a scene like 12-year-old Spud holding a potato and his mate saying, "I've got a name for you. I've got a nickname for you, Spud." But I don't think it did well because the soundtrack is one of the most iconic things about Trainspotting, and the whole way through the film they're remixing and they keep teasing it like, "Oh, here comes Lost Life," but then they don't, and then they're teasing it like Born Slippy, but then they don't, and I'm like, what is Danny Boyle doing? And I'm like, oh, this is what getting old is. Like you have these like memories of, do you remember when we were running down the street because we robbed that place? But it's not. You're not that anymore. You don't have that energy. Your life is a remix of your 20s now. Like I've got samples of 25-year-old Charlie in here, but mainly you've got to deal with the easy listening Charlie.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I do find that the most interesting and rewarding story to tell, which is the legitimate story of what happens next.
It's the opposite of Top Gun Maverick.
Yeah.
He's not wearing the same leather jacket. He's not riding the same motorbike. He's not doing the same shit. It's the opposite. It's like this. I want to see Top Gun. Can we do a remake of Top Gun Maverick, but it's reality?
Yeah.
What would actually happen if a guy
People would be like, "Where's Maverick?" And they'd be like, "Oh, he died the week after the
doing
first
fucking
movie."
wheelies?
Yeah, it's like 1 week after the first movie, Maverick died doing
He was too
something
reckless.
dumb.
You don't understand. He flies his plane upside down.
What are you talking about?
He keeps-
Maverick's been dead for 25 years.
The film goes for 1 minute. That would be the ultimate. Maybe that should be how Tom Cruise finishes his career. It's like, guys, I've got another Top Gun film coming out.
It should roll.
It's a reimagining.
We roll the original Top Gun film, and then just over the credits, there's a thing that just comes up and says, Maverick died on the drive.
Being too reckless. He's never sensible
Maverick
enough.
tried to do a wheelie on the way home.
Didn't have a helmet
Took
on.
his bike and
I mean, who
died.
rides a motorbike without a helmet? I ask you.
Well, Maverick's alive, but he's been kept alive on life support for 25 years since the accident. And they have to get him off life support to fly a plane one more time.
Because all planes are run by AI now anyway.
Right.
It's like
There's
drone.
only one guy
It's an
who
automated
can
drone.
fly the old planes.
He's still comatose.
This is Maverick in a coma.
Just, his muscles are all atrophied.
They
can't
say,
move.
get me in a plane. I can't. There's a scene at the start where they're trying to salute to get him to take off, and he can't
even
raise his arms. It's like,
When they do it, when he turns the plane upside down, he just like slumps against the glass. Just like... Oh, that's the film I want to see. That's the film I want to see. I went to the. Did I tell the story about going to the dentist? I did tell the story about going to the dentist by cracking my teeth. Okay, we won't tell that story again. But I've done this new bedtime routine with Iona now, because normally the way she hates going to bed, like most kids.
what time does she have to go to bed, sort of?
So like
What's the
bedtime.
zone? Is there a same time every night?
Between sort of 7:30 and 8:30.
Okay.
So basically lights out by 8:30. So she can do
Yeah.
whatever she wants, like in terms of like that are not crazy.
So she can be
activities.
out and about until then. Well, not out and about, but like in the
Heading to
living
bed
room?
between
Like,
8.
okay,
Heading to
right.
bed between 8 and 8:30. But
The
generally
lights are out at 8:30.
we like to read in bed, and she's just getting old enough now that she's into this. I think I talked about this last time. These like young adult fantasy novels about dragons. So the deal I offer her is, well, if you want multiple chapters of the book, we go to bed earlier. If you only want one chapter, then you can push it to 8:15.
Makes sense.
But I've found a new thing which has become our most fun activity, which is I'll put on some like instrumental beats, like I'll just put on like some beats, and we'll start freestyling about Rosebud's Day, Rosie B. And it is my favorite thing to do now is just to listen to a 6-year-old freestyle rap, because regardless of the content, I mean, she drops a lot of MFers and she's got a lot of bass.
She's using the C-bomb a lot.
Well, no, it's not Aussie hip hop. No. It's much more West Coast.
Yeah.
No, but because she literally gets into the flow. Like she understands it, but then like because the stream of consciousness flow of where a 6-year-old's mind goes, because she knows the elements of freestyle is the rhyming, but also telling a story. But the best bit is the boasting, because I did a few to get a go. It's like I'm Rosie B, I like to sniff a tree, like all that kind of stuff. And I'm always like, and I'm the best dog in the park, all this kind of stuff. And so she gets that. And so now Iona's doing these like raps as Rosebud, but like big upping herself about can bash all the other dogs. And I'm like, no, we keep it friendly. Like it's okay, you can big note yourself, but you don't threaten. You don't threaten other dogs. It's so much fun.
I mean, that is fun.
It is fun.
How would you feel
if she wanted to get into rap?
if she wants to get into rap? If that's
Well,
her passion and she...
Because our nickname for her is Iggy. right?
Yeah.
And then I often play it like Iggy Azalea. There's
Yeah.
some Iggy Azalea songs you can't play because there's too much M and Effin and Effin and Jeffin and I think she even are words in Fancy at one point. But she does name check herself, Iggy to Biggie to be his stressin'.
Yeah.
So I'm often playing Iona like those bits.
Iggy likes that.
She likes that, Iggy to Biggie to be his stressin'.
Yeah, of course.
So if she wanted, and she's from Mullumbimby, which is up our way. So,
and first things first, she's the realist.
Yeah.
So,
she gets piano lessons and she's pretty good at keyboards. She's learning keyboards. I don't know. I have no problem with her if she wants to have a creative career.
Yeah.
But just know that you'll never be employed.
I mean, but so this is what I mean. Like if she came to you and she said, rap, I think, like this is an area, like I said, like if I can see it, I can be it.
Yes.
Iggy Azalea is from
But are
Mullumbimby.
you asking specifically because it's rap, or if she came to you and say, I want a career in music?
No, rap.
Okay,
she wants to be a rapper.
Yeah. No, I don't mind at all. Like, what do I know about music? If she wants to do it and she thinks she's good at it, then sure, I'm okay with it.
Okay.
Depends. But what is she doing? Is she getting full face tattoos?
She doesn't have to, but she might. You don't know when she's going into it, right?
Well, you don't know even if she's not a rapper.
I mean, like, like the performances can be very...
I think anything that helps
she could be like a Nicki Minaj style...
drama school kid who becomes a...
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think the arts and self-expression for children is hugely important. I think it teaches them confidence. I think it teaches them compassion for others. I think it's really important. Now, it depends where she goes with it. Like, I'm not going to stand in the way. Like, I can only go off how I was raised, right? My mother, by the time she got to me, was like, I'm done. Like, I've got 8 kids across the line. I'm just going to let this one go. I'm just going to assume this one's going to be work. So she never pushed me in any one direction. She sort of, wanted me to work hard at school, obviously, and all that kind of stuff. But she was never like, you have to study this, you need to be a doctor, you need to be a lawyer, or, anything like those cliches, what a parent were. But the one bit of advice she gave me is your father, my dad, she said, your father...
I mean, it'd be weird if she'd brought up my dad.
Yeah, she said...
Graham Anderson.
Graham Anderson. Grew up on the street with the same surname as him. That's how long he's been there. It's generations of farmers. You'll meet his son soon. You'll become good friends. We do a podcast that goes for almost 20 years. I know. What's a podcast? I don't know. They don't know either. I mean, you don't know. You don't even know either. Some weird conversation for an 8-year-old. No, she said to me that my dad... who was a dentist, hated his job and never wanted to be a dentist, but he was pushed into it by his parents.
Yes.
And so he spent his entire life working this job that he hated and then died, not young, but died before he could experience a world where he didn't have to go to a job that he hated. So she was like, I don't want that for you. I would rather that you did something that you love, which is a great, bit of advice from a parent.
Yes.
Does not take into account
the
financial
reward.
realities. Like, fuck, man. Like, Gemma and I have been working so hard this year with no money. Like, it's been such a struggle, and we do often have to say to ourselves, like, fuck, like, is all this worth it? Like, if you take out the passion element and a lot of it is just grind. Like, a lot of it is just blue collar, hard work with no paycheck at the end of the week. And so you do just go like, are we either when I stay awake at night, my concern is, am I setting myself up for a gigantic, terrible third act of my life where I'm broke and all this work has been for nothing? But then the other part is, what other choice do I have? Like, I haven't invested in those other areas to suddenly go out and get a real job.
But also you don't know what the real jobs are going to be
Yes.
in 10 years from now. Because you could have also... Like, one of the weirdest things about the whole tech revolution is that the people who are already losing their jobs from it are tech people.
Yeah.
It feels like
the people who are told to go learn how to code 10 years ago.
Yeah, where we were all like,
don't need you.
The future isn't all these other things. You better go and learn how to code. And then the first thing the coders taught the computers how to do was code.
Yeah. You're right. So what do we do?
I don't know.
Develop EMP
This?
powers.
And then hopefully die before
Well,
it
at one
catches
point,
up with us.
I was like, earlier this year when it was dire, like the war had just started and fuel prices are going up. I was like, oh fuck, like I need to take some. So I've been like applying for jobs, like actual jobs. I'm like, I just need something. And
But also the problem with that is that's what everyone's doing.
Everton, dude.
Like I have people.
The post office, my local post office had 600 applicants for it to be a delivery person. 600 applicants in a town of 2,500 people.
I had someone who was interested in a job recently, like that I had a vague connection to, and they were like, just wanted me to ask, could you ask these people if I am qualified to apply for this job? And the feedback I got from those people was that absolutely they were qualified to apply for the job and they should absolutely apply for the job. But they also needed to know that there was about 100 people who were way overqualified for the job who had already applied because there's just not any work.
Yeah.
People are terrified.
Yes.
And people are also, there's not just that there's no work, there doesn't feel like there's any potential of there being work coming up. And so people are now going, what can I do?
Yes. So then I looked into, because the government puts money into like...
What if we changed our name to Hamish and Andy?
Do you think
like
that's
no
all
one can stop us. No one can
all we
stop
need to-
us change our names, right?
Do you think, okay, just say we do it and it's clearly a grift. How much of that...
But like we
How-
don't
but
change
how
our
much-
whole
but how-
names.
do you
I'm
think-
still I mean, you know what? I'll be Andy Anderson.
Yeah.
Keep the Andy.
Yeah.
And you can
I'll
be a Hamish Clausen.
Clausen.
Or do you want me to be Hamish Anderson and you can be Andy Clausen?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
Hamish Anderson and
Hamish
Andy,
Anderson and Andy Clausen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. But how much? So we'll grift. We'll get a certain amount of like people who find us because
just
of the
by
grift.
mistake.
How
Yeah.
many of them do you think we hold on to after they listen to one episode or the first 10 minutes?
Well, I mean, if people have never heard Hamish and Andy, that's the audience we've got to go after. They've heard of them, but they've never heard them.
Yeah. Oh, right. So we're not going for existing. We're not trying to.
Actually, you know what? I've heard of this website where you can go on and you can get the voices of anyone and you can just put them on the website and then you can use those voices for whatever you want to do and it's absolutely fine. In fact, the MEAA sent me a letter recommending that we do this. And so here's what we do. We go on there, we feed Hamish and Andy's voices into that. And then we have a program whereby we do our show still, but like Hamish and Andy's voices come out of our...
You can do that live cloning now. That technology completely exists. Like you just need a sample of their voice. We fit it. I think there's a company called 11 Labs that do that.
Where would we find a sample of Hamish and Andy's voices?
I don't know. If they've only been documented more.
I mean, I'm not sure we should actually be giving listener these ideas because if they could live in a world where they could take us, they've been looking for a use for us for years. They're like, why are these guys here? If they worked out that they could double the amount of Hamish and Andy output they were putting out, if there was like this off price, if we were like the off-brand version of Hamish and Andy, they're not.
What do you mean? If?
Yeah, but that's what I mean. But we really lead into that. They're not quite right. The reject shop style, like we're not Hamish and Andy. We're never going to be. But it's like if you like listening to Hamish and Andy, you might like listening to them.
Hamish and Andy in brackets, but with less pranks and celebrity guests.
Yeah.
And charm.
Yeah. If the things that you don't like about Hamish and Andy are the celebrity guests, the pranks, and the charm, then we have a show for you.
So, okay. All right. So do you reckon, how much of that audience do you think we keep though?
Well, I think on this new model,
how do we
quite a lot.
I mean, we get publicized. Like they, listener, promote us and play ads for our show and stuff like that. But you think the problem is they're using us.
Yeah.
If we promoted our show with Hamish, what if it was Hamish and Andy do a publicity blitz for us? Like they endorse us. Like they, what do they call it in the mafia? When you're a made man, it's you get vouched for. So Hamish and Andy do it like they do a blitz and they're like, hey, listen, we with powerhouse broadcasters in Australia. There's two guys you may not have heard of. We don't know how. The show's been around for fucking 20 years. It's actually mind-boggling that you guys haven't heard of them. But anyway, us, Hamish and Andy, we vouch for these.
Hamish and Andy.
We vouch for these guys. In fact, we order you, our more pliable listeners, to listen to at least a week's worth of Everyone Relax content. How many do we hold on with that kind of
Not
endorsement? Because it sounds like
shower.
Shari.
Yeah, it sounds too sad.
Pathetic.
When you said it, it sounded really sad.
All right, well, you write the brief.
Okay. Maybe Hamish and Andy is the problem.
Right.
Like that. Maybe we're going too close to what we are, and we're only ever going to be a poor replica of what they're doing. Maybe we need to lean into one of the other listener spaces with their popular podcasts. Like what's
Uninspired Employed or
at least what's the most popular listener podcast?
Hamish and Andy.
Hamish. Yeah. Okay. Well, let's take Hamish and Andy out. What's next?
Oh, who have we got next? The Inspired Unemployed.
Okay,
Yeah,
what
could
are
give
they
some
up
rub.
to? What are they the Inspired Unemployed up to? What do they do on their podcast?
Silly shenanigans, young man's game stuff. You know,
So this
going
bit-
out on the town. Just
yes,
this bit younger.
This bit, well, us 20 years ago,
Yeah.
essentially.
Well, let's just
Yeah.
tap into a bit of that.
Yeah,
Let's do like
yeah. We could. I mean,
I'll work on
I've
that show
seen them.
too.
I've
I
seen-
could make something happen.
Yeah, let's get us on their couch.
yeah. I reckon
Well, we
could
won't be able to
like-
sit on their couch. You'll stand.
Oh yeah, it's a good point actually. It's a bit too. Doesn't work for my hips.
I love that. We're going to get a bit of that youth rub, and you can't sit down because your hips are too small.
You know what's hip? Hip operations.
Oh, that'd be great. Do you think that brings us audience?
Yeah, I feel like well,
I can't believe 20
I
years later
feel
we're
like
still
we could
talking
be-
about how do we get anyone to
I
listen.
feel like we could be. If you want to know what, like, much like there's a new Jackass movie, right?
Yeah. Oh, we're legacy.
We're legacy.
Yeah.
I feel like something
You
would
had
have-
to shuffle so they could sit.
something would have to seriously go with on with Hamish and Andy's lives. They're so well established now in the zeitgeist of Australian entertainment, but also like financially and all those sort of things that just there's no way they could ever be us, right? They don't understand what it's like
Andy's
to be
building
us.
a mansion
mansion.
in Melbourne with a
Yeah,
tunnel that
with a
goes
tunnel
underground to
to the other
connect
house
two
that he
tunnels,
has.
two
Yeah,
mansions.
I mean, yes, like there's nothing. Unless he gets 35 Chilean miners caught in that tunnel, there is nothing that can happen to Hamish or Andy that can bring them down to our level, right? Whereas,
we could get raised to their level. I would love
No,
it. 2
I'm-
mansions in a tunnel. No.
no, we're not getting that either. This is impossible.
Can I get one mansion?
But I would say the inspired unemployed in 20 years, if they don't like handle this shit well, they've got a great moment now where they could be-
Ironically, if they're still employed.
well, they've got two paths right now, right?
Yeah.
They could be the next Hamish Andy, which is, I think, is what they would like. I think they've said it themselves, is that they love Hamish and Andy. They would love to, like, they've done that travel show, the same sort of thing as Hamish and Andy did. They kind of base a little bit of what they want to do on what Hamish and Andy did.
Yeah.
So that's their best case scenario. The uninspired unemployed, they could be Hamish and Andy, but also Charlie.
Yeah.
They could be us.
Oh my God.
If they're not careful,
Look at
they
us.
could end up being us. And these are the two paths that they currently
Okay,
have in
Elise,
front of them.
set it up, but don't tell them.
Yeah.
We just walk in
Yeah.
mid-session. They're like, who are you guys? And we go, we're you,
You.
in 20 years from now. No! Look, we might have to do a shorter episode.
Shorter
episode today because
Play them on
It's already
point.
been 50 minutes.
Yeah.
53 minutes. You're
Play,
fine.
you know what? Play it on 0.9. We talk quick anyway.
yeah.
Play it on 0.9. Stretch it out to the hour.
Can I plug another series I've done
Yes,
with
sir.
Guy Davis? We've done a sci-fi Spielberg retrospective where we're looking at all the sci-fi films that Steven Spielberg's made over his career, starting with Close Encounters right up until Disclosure Day. Guy Davis, when we were recording this series, I didn't realize this, but Guy, because he's a film critic and a reviewer and stuff, he's got a bit of pull with, like, movie people.
Oh.
So he got us to Umbrella, the distributor.
Yeah.
He got us, how they do the Criterion collection where you go into the Criterion.
Yeah.
So he got us into the Umbrella. It's called, what's it called? Crash the Stash? No. Bash Our Stash, Raid Our, oh, I can't remember what it's called. Anyway, they got a stack of, like, all these amazing, like, box sets and DVDs.
Yeah.
We were able to go in and pick I thought we were just going there to promote Umbrella, and I was happy to do it. But then they're like, at the end, it was like Willy Wonka. They're like, now you can take whatever DVDs you want. So I got, like, the Monkey Magic box set, Primer box set, Dogma. They had, like, a limited edition Dogma box set. Freak. Like, it was so much fun. And I'm like, I want I want this. I was going to say grift. I want this to be.
What grifts can I have? Is it this one?
I want this thing where like I get given like free Blu-rays and movies. Anyway, it's a great series. Guys, because we haven't. This is the first time we've done it in person. Like normally we do it down the line over Riverside, but we actually booked a studio in Melbourne. If you close your eyes, do you reckon, Elise, a guy has one of the best like speaking voices?
It's very soothing.
It's like Orson. It's like an Australian
Orson Welles, totally.
And do you know who his dad is? Geelong legend Bob Davis.
Is that right?
Yeah.
He's got quite a famously high voice.
Yes, I know.
Bobby Davis.
But doesn't sound anything like his dad. Anyway, the video store, Sci-Fi Spielberg, that is in the Everyone Relax feed now. Every Tuesday it's coming out. I think there's 2 more episodes to go.
Speaking of plugs, I've got some shows. Brisbane, in particular, I'd love to plug that because I've got 2 weeks of shows.
How you filling it up?
Well, look, here's the thing, Charlie. It wasn't probably the year to add 100% more capacity than we did last year, but we've sold more tickets than last year already, and tickets are actually starting to sell quickly again. But like also, it's an incentive to join up to the Patreon that we have here at Everyone Relax because I put up some discounted ticket offers as part of the Patreon. So if you even if you join up now, you probably can still find that link and find that code and access some of those discounted tickets. It makes it worth. For the small amount of joining up to the Patreon, you actually get a substantial discount on the tickets. And I will often do those for shows and stuff that I'm doing around the country. So it's another reason to join up to the Patreon.
And remember, you get early episodes and ad-free episodes on our Patreon. And we'll be back again next week. I'm Charlie Clausen.
I'm Wil Anderson.